What up with y'all, man? It's the Mental Ninja jumping on again, man. I want to talk about some things. First, I want to give a shout out to Bro Sanchez and all the other, people that be subscribed to my channel and fucking with your boy. Um, yeah, man, I want to talk about some things real quick. So I did like the whole who's to blame with the flat earth part 1 and 2. Only I forgot some shit, so it's gonna be part 3, so I forgot some more shit. It's like, so in the whole flat earth thing, I'm kind of not with, I was in the beginning with the like, oh, it's a big conspiracy, man. Like these motherfuckers, oh, it's a satanic church or it's evil against us and stuff. And I'm like, man, like that shit sounds good. Like if I was really dogmatic, that shit would be perfect. It'd be perfect for like my train of thought. I think about like when things ain't going my way, I must be under attack by a demon or by the devil and shit, you know what I'm saying? Or if I lose some, it's like, oh man, you've sinned and the gods have forsaken you and God's angry with you and this shit. It's like, really, that's like childlike thinking. It really is, it's immature thinking, man. Like to always be blaming somebody for me not knowing something or something going on. Always gotta be something to blame. And like, no matter where I go, there I am. So like, where am I to blame? Where do I get down in this whole thing? You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like whatever time somebody's to blame something, it's time to blame something on somebody. It's like I'm the one always pointing the finger. Maybe I'm just like in full flight from reality that, I should be held accountable for my own beliefs. I should be held accountable for me learning or not learning, for me investigating or not investigating, for me taking shit like it's supposed to be taken or not. You know what I'm saying? And like, one big thing, bro, is like, how would like a conspiracy like this be pulled off? You know what I'm saying? Like, how they get adults like this, when we get old enough, we don't even question this shit, And first, I like to start off with like, there's this dude, man. It starts early, really early. It's and it's so saturated. The game, I'm just call it the game. The game is so saturated that our parents are in on it and don't even know it. The school teachers are in on it and don't even know it. Society is in on it and don't even know it. So like, that's the best way to fool people is to get everybody in on it and not even let them know that they're in on it and they don't even know it and you ain't know it. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, when we kids, we see TV, we watch it with our family, it shows the ball and stuff like that. They believe it's a ball, parents believe it's a ball, and of course the parents are the providers, so they should know all the ins and outs, what's going on and stuff, man. They know how to do things we can't do, like go to work, pay bills, fix cars, cook food, buy clothes. They know what size shoe we wear. We don't know what size shoe. So we're really kept in the dark on a lot of things, and we have the information that we're given. It's kind of like we have to be like, it's hand-me-down fucking knowledge, bro. Like, not in a good kind of hand-me-down clothes. They ain't like niggas blessing us with some money to go shopping for ourselves. They giving us, the run-of-the-mill, what they use and shit, you know what I'm saying? This shit don't even fit right, you know what I'm saying? But we wear it and we think it fit right, when we don't even know what the fuck a right fit is, you go to kindergarten, preschool. They got big ass globes on the fucking. You can spin it. And they have the little magnifying glass. You can look at the countries and the states and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they show all around the world. They show all this shit that keeps reaffirming the ball part. You know what I'm saying? But like when we go outside, like, it's so deep. We don't even fucking question shit. Matter of fact, it ain't even on our radar no more. It wasn't in the beginning and stuff, I think the early man, if there was a case where like they were like these just newbies walking around like, where the fuck are we? How the fuck we get here? Like they was playing fucking GoldenEye and shit and woke up next to the golden gun or woke up next to some ammo and no gun and shit, or woke up just in a room with niggas running and right across a room with a nigga with the gun and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just happened to pop up here and shit, and yeah, in elementary school and stuff, in kindergarten, you get the ball and stuff. But there's one big thing, man, that's to get the kids earliest with is with Christmas. That's the first way to start to dumb down people, is to use something we call a festival or a holiday or a tradition, and the whole tradition is like it's a big ass ruse, man. It's not even fucking real, it's a big ass act, And so the whole Santa Claus idea. If you want to know how this shit can be pulled off on a global level, on a society level, better look at Santa Claus. And you probably like, yeah, well, probably got some ideas flowing through your head, some thoughts and shit, some oh yeah, oh shit type shit. If you really did some investigating into like, conformity and stuff, and you see how like when three people agree, the fourth one is more inclined to agree and shit to not to be cast out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Even if you know the information wrong, you know. So the Santa Claus dude, right? This nigga he's in the school. They talk about him in school. They dressing up the city. They dressing up the state for this shit. You see commercials, Santa Claus ho 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 by Coca-Cola, by Hallmark, by fucking, there's movies, there's cartoons, there's TV shows where this nigga be popping up, and all the kids know that he's gonna be bringing some gifts, and the kids that really believe that shit are the most impressible ones. They don't know nothing from nothing. They pretty much, and it's a fucked up thing, is they dependent on society to teach them what's right. You know what I'm saying? And first off, the first thing we do is we mislead them and shit. And the parents, like me, look, I'm gonna keep going, but me, I'm right in there. My parents was like right in there because it's tradition. There's nothing wrong because it's so widely accepted. You know what I'm saying? And they go to the elementary school, the middle school, or the kindergarten or preschool and stuff, and they got all the Santa stuff decorated. They know it's winter time. They start to realize that when the snow comes and they start putting these decorations up, that nigga coming close, because they don't know what month it is. They don't know what time it is. They don't know what the weather patterns are. They don't know none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? They follow society, and society gives them the cues on when to like tap into and understand, like, oh, this is about to happen, dude. Look, I seen it. They got the Santa Claus stuff out at Walmart. You see all the fucking little decorations on people's houses and stuff, so the kids know after a time what's about to happen and shit. Basically, the first Christmas, this is how it play out. You got a baby, first Christmas. You got give him some stuff. The motherfucker baby just holding shit, don't even know what the fuck it is. Second Christmas, doing the same, baby just holding shit. 2 years old. Third Christmas, baby just holding shit. You know what I'm saying? But he can walk around now, and you can give him stuff, and he can try to open it, but the parents got to open it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fourth Christmas, nigga speaking a little bit, and he understand like that there's this Christmas thing. He don't know how long until it comes, but he know when everybody start talking about it, it's on its way and shit. Do the same thing. You get motherfuckers be buying their pets Christmas presents. Fucking dog don't know shit from Shinola and stuff, and that's how we are. But if we advance in our knowledge, understanding, we can communicate and stuff, interact with with the people and stuff. So we start to catch on, and by 5 years old, they already knowing. It ain't nothing you can say. It's real to them. You know what I'm saying? And it's really, really real to them. Really real. You know what I'm saying? So going back to the preschool. They in the kindergarten, we're gonna go into kindergarten in the first grade, right? In the kindergarten in the first grade, what they got these kids doing? They got these kids doing collages, coloring books. They got these kids doing Christmas plays, Yule tides, all this shit, right? And then one of the biggest things is like when the kid goes home, the parents take him to the mall, and Santa Claus is physically at the motherfucking mall. And you see every kid. When you see pictures of them kids, they like, man, who the fuck is this nigga? Like something they right. You can see in their face something they right. You know what I'm saying? Some of the kids be crying like, man, this don't feel right. Who is this nigga and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's this guy? And some of the kids just looking at this motherfucker like he ain't, like he a damn dinosaur popped up out the woodwork. You know what I'm saying? So he in the schools, he in the TV, he in the media, he in the news, he in the cartoons, he in the regular TV shows. He in the, you go to the mall, he there. You go to Walmart, he there. You got fucking Salvation Army, jing, 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 Santa Claus hats everywhere. He on decorations, he's on wallpapers, he's on every part of society becomes saturated with Santa Claus. And you know why? Because you have to have it everywhere. So it keeps bringing the mind back to, oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. So they go in a quarter, when they see it again, and they dumb down to it. Ain't shit to them no more. You know what I'm saying? It's already been processed like, yeah, this is true, this is fact. Even if they don't fucking believe it's true, it's fact, it's accepted. They accept this shit. They ain't like, man, what the fuck is all this bullshit y'all got up here? This ain't real, you know what I'm saying? And they become pacified by this flow of information that's constantly being bombarded onto the senses. You know what I'm saying? And so the kid, they go to the store and he's there and shit. They go sit on his lap and shit. They got some little elves, they got some little reindeer, they got some all this setup and shit, bitch taking pictures and shit. Kid don't even know. He just know. They just like asking, when's Santa Claus coming? And the kids in the little classrooms with the homies, the little friends and shit, what you think's gonna, what you want Santa to get you? Oh, I want him to get me this. I want him to get me that. They all really excited. And so it's even more promulgated and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And they are propaganda towards each other. They participating in the fucking bullshit in the charade as well. Fully engaged, believing it's real, really going through these fake conversations that they believe is real, these fake falsified interactions that they believe is 100% true. And they excited about this. It gets the endorphins going, it gets their imagination going, it kicks in their hope. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is magic right here. We talk about hope and faith and shit. We talk about like fucking magic. You know what I'm saying? If you can convince somebody to really, really believe, they'll hope. They'll like focus in mental, spiritual, emotional intent on this idea. And to them, it's manifested. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not, it's manifested to them in their reality. It exists. So like, it's so easy to manipulate somebody if they already believe it's real. Because you don't got to manipulate them on them. They're manipulating themselves. They get the carrot in front of, they a donkey with a carrot in front of that motherfucking head. So how is this going to be like, okay, you can see that aspect of society with the promotion of it. But it gets deeper than that, man. Because we going to get government agencies involved in Santa Claus. He's like, what government agencies are involved with Santa Claus? Like, and you probably thinking about congressmen and fucking senators and fucking, or the Illuminati or fucking the Pentagon or the military and shit, or the president and shit. I'm gonna tell you right now. So in school, they got the kids writing letters to Santa Claus, Christmas wish lists. They got envelopes. They got stamps too. Where the fuck this shit going? This shit ain't going to the fucking North Pole. USPS, UPS, United States Postal Service, and the UPS, they getting hella letters and shit, You know what's funny? Is that shit don't go to North Pole. So why are we going to enact a U.S. government agency of the United Postal Service, a federal system, to deliver mail that don't go nowhere? But you can't open mail that's not yours. So who's opening these letters? But then at the same time, the people, if they are opening letters and shit, what do? They just burn them? What are they doing? These kids Christmas wish lists? That's fucked up. They don't even go there. What are they doing? What are they doing, these motherfucking shits? You know what I'm saying? Recycling them as soon as they just take them right to the recycling spot. You know what I'm saying? When they see to the North Pole and shit. I'm gonna go even look up how many letters during Christmas time are actually posted to the North Pole. Because they ain't going there, right? So we got one government agency right now already invoked in it. It's the U.S. Postal Service. And of course, the postal workers, they getting paid to do their job. So they paid actors. Real talk. They really paid actors. So they doing their profession. This comes in it. They just gonna play their part because they getting paid anyway. You know what I'm saying? Now on top of that, so you got the parents. When the kid go home, the parent done set up the whole fucking shit. They went and bought Christmas trees, right? Motherfuckers is really cutting down hella trees for Christmas for this nigga to come. So he can have a whole fucking setup to really look at in beautiful Christmas decorations, ornamentation and shit. All around this nigga named Santa Claus, right? You know how much money's being made off this nigga? All these fucking things are invoked to play in this game and money's being made. People are being paid to play their fucking part. What y'all ain't understanding? The nigga out there cutting trees down and shit, why he cutting trees down? They go plant trees for the fucking game, for the fucking stage. They stage hands. You know what I'm saying? They the fucking they the union, bro. The union that fucking makes sure the stage be built and shit. Carpenters and iron workers and fucking stage fitters and shit like that. Electricians and shit. But these people are cutting trees down. They delivering mail and shit. They making Christmas ornaments. They fucking cutting wrapping paper at their factories and shit. Where the fuck wrapping paper come from anyway? They got factories for that shit, man. And when it's time, they invoke the factory worker. They get paid. Everybody getting paid to play their part. Everybody a motherfucking actor. Everybody a motherfucking agent when it comes to this shit. And we don't see how real this shit is. We really don't. You know why? Because we paid not to, nigga. That's why. We pay to fucking be like, yeah, we gonna play along. We gonna take our kids, do this, that, the other thing because it's a tradition. And we don't want to let them down. You see how fucking deep that shit is? We don't even know what to do. So we just follow directions. We ain't thinking for ourselves. We know this shit ain't real. The parents, we know this shit ain't real. And it's a secrecy going on. It's a conspiracy because you tell the older kids, don't tell your younger brother or sister that Santa ain't real. If you got a kid that goes to class at first grade or kindergarten, his brother told him that Santa Claus ain't real, told him all the whole setup, he go into class and he start telling other kids, Santa Claus ain't real, blah, 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 blah. They go tell the teacher, or they go home and tell their parents and shit. Parent call the fucking school. PTA meetings and shit, parent-teacher conference and shit. Little kid that's talking about spreading fucking rumors about Santa Claus. This nigga get put on fucking suspension. The parents get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, this kid's fucking school life, his home life has been affected by a nigga that everybody say is real, that everybody know ain't real. This kid fucking whole life getting affected. The kid that believe it's real and interact with this kid that don't believe it's real, they life getting affected because they hope get fucked up. And they start to doubt. And you can't have the workers doubting. You can't have the people that's going to become workers doubting early. You got to keep them in line. So you fucking, what you do? Pay them more, nigga. Tell them they going to get fired and shit. They'll get their shit together. You know what I'm saying? So they go home, the shit all set up and stuff, Christmas trees, stockings, you know what I'm saying? Most of these kids in the inner cities ain't got no fucking, and we all ask that question. The kid gonna ask the teacher, we don't got no chimney. We don't got no fireplace. Oh, well, Santa'll find a way because he's magical. Okay, awesome. And they hell of excited. You know what I'm saying? You can do the same shit with flat earth. You got some fucking questions like, well, if the sun go around the moon or the earth go around the sun and the moon go around the earth, why everything go around the North Pole? You know what I'm saying? Just like this one thing, it's like they got a backup dumbass answer for that shit. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We just want to believe. We just want to be comfortable with believing. We don't care if it's true or not. We don't. We never have. And once you become concerned about truth, you waking up. Your third eye is like, what the fuck going on? Where the fuck I'm at? Where the fuck this nigga got me at and shit? This is a video game and shit? You know what I'm saying? And if I cuss too much, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm being me. I'm being my authentic self. You should try it too sometimes. So like fucking like, oh, this nigga say nigga too much. If you white, I don't give a fuck. If you Chinese, I don't give a fuck. If you invisible like the Red Devil white guy, I don't give a fuck. Do you, nigga? Shit. You probably say some words that get on my nerves. Call me guy. Call me guy one more time, nigga. Don't call me nigga. Don't call me dog. Don't call me boss. Man, fuck that. What am I gonna call you? Call me sir. Nigga, I don't call nobody sir. Sir. Nigga sir. Nick sir. Anyway, I'm gonna get back on the shit before I start tripping. So, at the house, right? All the shit set up. At school. All the shit set up. On TV. All the shit set up. At the store. All the shit set up. You don't go in the neighborhoods, on the outside of houses, all the shit set up for those that can afford to play the game. They buy this shit just to play the game and stuff. And they all get a real sense of fucking merriment, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is holidays for the families. Like, we got Thanksgiving one day. Now we a family. I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad. I love you, son. Every other day of the week, it's fucking hell. It's fucking dog eat dog and shit. But Thanksgiving time come, all y'all eat turkey, not dog eat dog. All y'all eat turkey except for that one uncle nobody liking shit. Come on, or drunk, tripping all the time and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And Christmas the same thing. We gonna really be a family and shit, but you ain't being a family. You being a fucking paid fucking, yeah, you being a paid family. Straight up. You pay to do this shit. Pay to play the game and shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of people don't know what family is, bro. 9 times out of 10, family's a paid event. 9 times out of 10, family's like some fucking coerced setup that has nothing to do with family. It has to do with what we see on TV, fitting in the image, fitting in society's standards, the status quo. That ain't family shit, bro. That's status quo shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's all over. Santa Claus is all over, right? And this how the flat earth shit easy. Anything else easy. After you do this, the Santa Claus thing, everything else easy. You know what I'm saying? You find this shit in religion. You find this shit in coronavirus. You don't find this shit. Anything that everybody believe, they pay to. They fucking paid to, man. Why everybody believing it? Why everybody believing it? Because they paid to. The people on us teaching the shit, they paid too. The actors that we know, actors, they paid too. And we like, oh, well, they being paid. Nigga, so was you. I was being paid, nigga. I'm gonna still be paid, nigga, shit. But I know. And I'm gonna tell my son when I feel the time is right and shit, I'm gonna educate him in the right way on a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna teach him, but I gotta teach my son how to be able to, understand that other people may not see it the way we see it. They might not. They might come with pitchforks and torches and shit, want to pull us out of our house and hang us and burn us at stakes and shit for being witches, for being against the program, for being rebels, for being, should I say it, devils, satanics, Satanists or whatever. Because Satanist is a rebel. Satan is an adversary. That's what his name means. When you ain't doing anything everybody's doing, you a rebel. Simple. You going against the grain. You ain't supposed to go against the grain. You're supposed to fall in line. You're supposed to remember your lines, motherfucker. Don't fuck your lines up. So back to Santa Claus, right? So we already got the government with the U.S. Postal Service. We already got the corporations and who all get their licenses through state, who all get their licenses through the city, then state, then national government, feds, all that shit. It's all big, right? Everybody getting paid. And on Christmas Eve, right? This is when they really get serious. You got the parents, right? They fucking going, for the parents. Now we'll get to the media, where it all goes down. Where when you people at home, you in school, right? You being taught school shit, and they give you homework to do at home. Well, that's what the media is. It's homeschooling. When you get home, you click on your TV so you can get some information on what's going on. It ain't what's going on. It's what they want you to know. This is a corporate world. Planet corporate. Not Planet Reebok. Planet corporate. And on the news, Christmas Eve, what they going to show? They going to show Santa Claus. On his way. They'll do around 6, 7 o'clock because to get the kids ready to go to bed because they ain't going to sleep no motherfucking way. You know what I'm saying? They got the news. They got fucking Santa Claus on Doppler radar. They got Santa Claus on NORAD. Do you know what NORAD is? Have you seen Independence Day? NORAD is the North American Radar Air Defense System. You know what that shit does? Is looking for missiles, IBMs and Scuds and fucking nuclear armed missiles and shit. You know what they use it for? One time a year. Santa fucking Claus, nigga. Straight up. Santa Claus. And we paying taxes to fucking, we paying. They pay us to pay them back for NORAD and Doppler radar. They use for weather patterns. But they got these motherfuckers on a sled and some reindeer and the kids see it. And it don't even look right. Santa tracker. Through motherfucking Clystron 9 in Florida, nigga, that detect hurricanes can now detect Santa Claus. And these kids, you know what happens? It's so deep, they just believe that the news is true. They look for the news, tell them what to do. That's the mass media. It's the mass manipulation scheme. And then after that go off, parents like, all right, kids, so we gonna sing some songs and shit, you know what I'm saying? And we made some cookies, we got some milk, and we're gonna drink some eggnog, and we gonna get everything ready because you guys gotta go to bed so Santa Claus will come. Because if you're awake, he's not gonna come. And kids like, oh yeah, we gonna go to bed knowing they ain't fit to sleep. And that one kid, one brother or sister that can go to sleep, you be across the room looking at them like, man, they probably opening their presents up right now. You ever thought that shit? I'd be in the room, so I couldn't sleep for shit. I couldn't sleep for nothing. I'm looking at my brother, he over there knocked out. I'm like, damn, nigga, I wonder what he got. This nigga in the future and shit, you know? So we leave out the cookies, leave out the milk for Santa. Everybody retired for the night. Parents is up. Next morning, kids up, 5 o'clock in the morning, nigga, knocking on mom and dad's door. They like, hold on. Some of us even snuck downstairs to see like all the presents and shit. Oh my God, look, all the presents. Oh my God, what you got? What you get? I hope you got me this. I hope you brought me that. And you ain't gonna get nothing that you thought you gonna get. Nigga, you getting a pony? You hear anything making no noise down there? Nope. So they go wake up parents get everything ready and stuff, get in the line, bring them downstairs. Hold on, guys, mom, get the camera. Put the motherfucker, put that shit on and shit. And everybody, all right, they gonna divvy out the presents. Usually give out some shit, you know what I'm saying? Get the trash bag ready and stuff. Kids like, Mom, Dad, look, Santa Claus ate the cookies. Cookie with a bite and milk half drank. Niggas really believing in Santa Claus, bro. It's a fucking studio. Nigga, this whole world is studio. It's a fucking game. It's a studio. It's a setup. But y'all ain't knowing. Y'all ain't knowing because y'all ain't realizing that you the main character, man. You can just fucking alter the fucking decorations. You can change the studio setup if you want. You can start your own show. You can play the game the way you want to. There's rules to this game, though. You know what I'm saying? So we got Santa Claus in the motherfucking USPS postal service. The government using that. The government using corporations. The government using stores. Government money laundering through this shit. All this big ass shit. All this spending for something that don't even fucking exist. But who really exists? The people. And who really buying? The people. Who really getting rich? Ain't the people. It's the motherfuckers who put this shit all together and shit. But they can't do it without us and shit. Matter of fact, this shit is more of us than them that's doing it. If we stop doing it, it stop working. They gonna come up with something new. And we gonna jump right in the boat and start rowing. And they gonna be shouting out over the fucking standing there taking breaks. Just that's pointless where to go and shit. And we gonna roll. It's all based on us, man. We the fucking force of this shit. You know, Santa Claus in the fucking in the news, he in the corporation, he in the regular mom and pop store, he in the decorations on the outside of the house, he in the decorations on the inside of the house, he in the postal service. All these controlled and ran by the government, bro. All this shit. This whole thing ran by the government and stuff, man. And we think that we elect the government and shit, you know what I'm saying? They are there to make sure that we fall in line. Simple. They are there like referees to make sure that we obey the fucking laws and the rules of the game, like agents, that we don't step out of line and shit, you know what I'm saying? And you got little truth niggas coming through like Morpheus, you know what I'm saying, turning niggas into Neo of their own life. But keep remember, Morpheus like Neo too, you know what I'm saying? So like, if you ever wonder how fucking a globe earth can be pulled, a flat earth lie can be pulled off, man, you already been lied. For the globe earthers, you already been lied to. Half the shit in your daily life is a lie. It's even easier with fucking fear. Because the kids scared they don't get something, so let's start being good just for that. Just for that. So they don't even know what the fuck good is. They can't be good because it's right. It's religion too, bro. Same thing. You get the reward, you don't do what's right, you don't get the reward. You get to burn in hell after you die, alive. You die, and they be burned alive in hell. See, all this setup, it's religion is set up. It's a Santa Claus. Ball Earth, it's a Santa Claus and shit. And for all we know, a lot of aspects of flat Earth could be a Santa Claus and shit, bro. That's why you got to keep digging and digging and digging, because what are they trying to hide? What is being hidden if there is a they? You know what I'm saying? Who is that they? We don't really know. You know what I'm saying? I told you, I took account of my own shit, so I know who the they was. It was me. I didn't ask questions. I didn't fucking pour through the data. I didn't do my own research. I heard about Socrates and Einstein and all these motherfuckers that created their own shit. And Newton and fucking Galileo and Copernicus that was doing experiments and shit. I was like, well, they did the work. We can trust them because they in the picture in the book and shit. They famous. They important. We don't think we important. And if we try to create something, it's going to be on someone else's platform. So we're going to use the materials they let us use and shit to build a stage. It's all fake. You know what I'm saying? The materials they give us ain't gonna be real materials. You gotta create your own. You gotta create your own from your own. That's why what you eat won't make me shit. But if you eat and stay healthy and shit, you can teach me how to do the same thing. But like, if I don't do it myself, or if I'm my own way, it ain't gonna work. You know, what does it say? If you feed a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man a fish, he feed himself. They don't want you feeding yourself. They ain't teaching you how to fish. They giving you fish. That shit ain't real fish, nigga. It's Swedish fish. It's fucking goldfish at the little box. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop some more knowledge on you. So what's being hid? I don't know. If all this is like to make us workers and shit, to pay for shit, let's start off with natural resources. Let's start off with energy. That's what's being hid. They got to control the knowledge. They got to control the flow of information. They got to control the resources and shit. So they let us know, like, hey, it's limited. Y'all got to work all year to pay for this shit. They know it's fucking infinite. They know it's fucking free. That's why they shut Tesla up. Because they took his knowledge and shit, man. Because he didn't want to make people pay for this shit. They bring it out every year. You ever wonder why? Bounty toilet paper, right? They've been making toilet paper forever. Every year they got a brand new toilet paper. The fuck? Angel Salt got a brand new toilet paper every fucking year. Super toilet paper. Super duper toilet paper. Fucking super duper toilet paper. Motherfucking Super Saiyan level 10. Final form toilet paper, nigga. It's just toilet paper. Either they really making better toilet paper every year, or they putting out defective products every fucking year, mediocre products every year. They got the new toothbrush, all the fucking, the shit got a fucking L in it, the motherfucking, all kind of extra shit. Every year got some new shit. They got the technology, bro, because it's free. The oil is free. The earth produces that shit. You can make that shit. You know what I'm saying? Wi-Fi, 5G, 4G, 3G, 2G. What was the other one we used to have for that shit? You know what I'm saying? Basic Wi-Fi. All it is radio. Oh, all radio is fucking air. Sunlight and air. Got niggas really believing that every part of the earth they find oil was like a bunch of niggas died. They found an oil well right in the ground and shit. Dead motherfuckers, a bunch of them. They was all huddled up together, just all died together, nigga. Got niggas thinking it was dinosaurs all huddled together, just died all together and shit. Got niggas thinking that all the trees met in one spot was like died all together and shit. And now they turned to soup, nigga. We gonna fucking turn it into fuel, nigga. That's just a natural byproduct of the earth. It's infinite, infinite. We use it in finite proportions, and it remains infinite no matter what. The more we use, the more it reproduces itself. And they got us on the leash with that shit. They got us some scare and supply and demand, bro. You know what I'm saying? What else they trying to hide? Well, if the resources are infinite, we use the resources. Maybe we infinite. Maybe the whole idea of teaching us that we monkeys live on a spinning ball that was created from fucking two pieces of dust that stuck together, and then there's another piece of dust like, what y'all niggas over there doing together? Oh, we stuck, we chilling. Well, let me join you. And the fourth piece of dust like, hey man, what y'all doing? Let me join you. 5 dust, 6 dust, 7 dust. All of a sudden, after billions and billions and billions of years, you have a whole planet. Not a dust though. It's not a dust. All this dust coming together. No, you know what I'm saying? All this dust coming together to make a rock. They go to make another rock and come together and shit. Eventually, the rocks started turning into motherfucking trees and shit. And mountains and shit. Well, of course, they're mountains and shit. But all the water and shit, the rocks became water. Like, you know what? We're going to turn dust to water and shit. And Jesus must have done it. Jesus. He turned water to wine. He turned dust to rocks. You know what I'm saying? With that philosophy, you know what you can do? You can fucking not clean your kitchen for 7 billion years, nigga. And eventually, the dishes would have washed themselves and put themselves in the cabinets where they're supposed to be. With some new dishes. That's that philosophy. That's how it really go. You want to run that shit, nigga. That means that in a billion years, all the cigarette butts in the earth met up in one spot and became some brand new Jordans. Yeah, that's the logic we're dealing with. But it's so heavily bombarded so we don't question it. We take it, we leave it, and we move on to trying to find a fucking factory job or a desk job or some kind of we trying to become paid actors. We don't understand what's going on, so the best thing we can do is pay to forget. Paid not to look. So whose fault is it really? Who's really to blame? When I could just stop. I just like, you know what? Or I can get wise on them. I continue working and being paid and start looking, start peeking behind the curtains while them niggas ain't fucking, while them niggas over there doing this and that. I'm just gonna look, peek behind the curtain and shit. I'm gonna look in the audience, see what's really going on and shit, instead of playing my part, reciting my lines and shit. You know what I'm saying? They hiding you, bro. But who's they, though? Who's they? You. You, they. You the one hiding yourself. You in a game. We come here to play this fucking ultimate, stupid-ass, crazy game and shit, man, of experience, of manifestation. Because God created God with the knowledge of God. But the thing is, God can't just be God by himself. He's so infinite. It's so infinite. They so infinite. They can't just be God by themselves. So they got to fucking multiply. They got to reproduce themselves to have a creation. They got to reflect themselves so they can see if they even exist. If it's just God, then God don't exist. God got to have another God. And he can't recognize that God. It has to be strange to him. So God has to make himself finite so he can become infinite. It's simple, bro. You the one they hiding. This is your journey. This is your game. Neo had his journey, his game. Luke Skywalker had his journey, his game. Frodo had his journey, his game. It's called the hero's journey. The son, that's why the heroes is the hero. Hero. It's the same shit. The son, the father, the son, It's one and the same. It's the sun in the sky. And you the sun on the earth. You the sun of the world. Daughter, moon. You know what I'm saying? They hide your connection, but that's how it's supposed to be done. You have to forget so you can experience and not even know that you have an experience, so it can be complete, 100% fully submersive. Niggas trying to play video games and shit and VR and shit, nigga. You stuck in total fucking recall, nigga. You can't even recall it totally, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So what they hiding, man? God is hiding the fact that he's God, man. That's what he's doing. He's playing this fucking intricate ass game. The stakes are real while you in the game. But then after the game over, the fucking curtain come up, all the fucking actors come out, they do a bow, and they huddle up, and they think how they want to make a better game next game. Because everything got to be better next time. It's the natural state of the universe. We see it reproduced in fucking TV, better shows. We see it reproduced in cars, better cars. Bounty, better toilet paper, better fucking paper towels and shit. When two people a man and woman come together, they make a better version of themselves. Most times, it's a combination, you know? When it's spring, everything born. Fall, everything, or summer, everything living right. Fall, everything starts to decay and die. Winter, everything dead. What happens in spring again? It's better. It returns. So that's what we're dealing with, bro. It's a big ass game. So you can have fun. Once you drop blame from your lips, bro, it's gonna be sick. You start realizing, man, I can do this and that. You start realizing that how you gonna blame the spoon for now? You trying to bend the spoon, Neo, and the spoon ain't bending. It's like, is it the spoon or is it you? There ain't no spoon, nigga. Spoon don't have to bend. It's already been bent into a spoon. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it after that. Once you can understand that shit, alchemy, turn lead into gold. So like, who's really to blame? Who's really at fault? You know what I'm saying? Who's the one asking all the questions? That's the question. That's the motherfucker you need to fucking focus on. Who's the one asking all the questions? Because the person that asks the questions is the one that finds the answer. And you can't find the answer without the question. That's something to really think about. So who's invoking the answer? The question implies answer. So if you ask a question, it answers itself. And all you gotta do is realize that shit. All you gotta do is realize you the greatest thing that ever created. When you see other people, you gotta look at the same way, even if you don't like them. I do it. I don't like a lot of motherfuckers, man. But I realize it's part of the game, so I don't get too attached. So I don't get too caught up in it or I forget to play. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the stakes are real and shit, but only as real as I want them to be. Life is beautiful, man. You can look, and on top of that, I'm not even gonna go right now. Look, I ain't even gonna go into operations of the planetary bodies and shit, because that's the reflection. That's different aspects of your own chakra system, your own different parts of your body. That's it. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It just changes shape. As above, so below. As within, so without. So if there's a game going on around here, a big construct that's being managed by certain properties, there's one going on inside here too. And if there's one going inside of here, there's one going up there, and there's one going down here. It's going on everywhere. So all you gotta do is find that one thread. You gotta find that one key from the key maker and open the doors of all of them. And you find yourself in the hall of mirrors and shit. You're like, man, look at me reflected everywhere. I can do this, I can do that. All right, let's play a game. We forget we can do this and that, so we can learn how to do it again, because it's so much fun to remember. So much fun, like when you kiss your girl on the lips and shit, and you get to miss it. You know what I'm saying? So much fun when you can't wait to go play a basketball game. You get close to the court, and you feel the anxiety built up because you miss it. You don't be niggas really want to die and go to heaven and be stuck in church forever. That's one of the reasons church works so well. You can leave and you come back and you get to reinvent the joy and shit, this hope. But it's like, what if you take that shit with you all the time? What about that? Nobody think about that. Only can go to God where they built the spot for God and shit, man. It's like, nigga, you the church, nigga. God live in you, everywhere in you. So much to the point after a while, you ain't gonna be able to tell him from you. And that's the goal. The eclipse. You know what I'm saying? When everything lines up. They talk about Mercury in retrograde, and that's a Mars in retrograde, Venus in retrograde. Those are aspects of your higher self from the lower self reflected up. So if that shit in retrograde, you can solve that, and you can find out what part of your body what part of your own self is out of whack. And you can get to coordinate that shit. Like, all right, cool, I understand this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm just going to end it with that, man. I'm going to put this as part 3. Was that 40 minutes and shit? Who's to blame? Fighter part 3. And I just like pull the fucking rap. I pulled the motherfucking curtain up, nigga, and you seen how deep this shit can be. You know what I'm saying? You see how it can be all perpetrated and stuff, how easy it can be. COVID-19, bro, is Santa Claus, man. It's the same setup. Everybody in the house scared, dressing up, being paid to, unemployment. Everybody outside wearing the makeup and the mask and the gloves and shit. It's on the news. It's in the papers. It's in the stores. It's the same fucking thing. You can correlate that shit with anything. Oh my God, Iran gonna kill us. It's the same shit. Oh my God, this people gonna kill us. It's the same shit. It's always gonna be the same shit. So when it happens again, the next thing, you can be like, I already knew it was gonna happen. It's gonna be something else. I get it. You gotta make the game. It gotta be episode 1. It gotta be episode 2. Otherwise, you gonna lose viewers. Otherwise, nobody wanna incarnate in this motherfucker no more. Otherwise, God get bored again. When God get bored, he start creating something new. Same shit. Anyway, that's all I got, man. Mental Ninja, man. Welcome to the dojo. I know it's probably some heavy ass shit to think about, man. Probably like have your ass kind of like fucking noodle your brain in the motherfucking half Nelson. Got you, nigga. You ever headbutted your own damn self, nigga? That's what just happened, nigga. You headbutted your own motherfucking self, fucking with me. But that's all I got tonight, man. I'ma holler at y'all later. Mental Ninja out.